Hi everyone, it's me, Stormy here, and today I'm going to talk about, how there is more than one doll of me out there. Now, a lot of folks are going to say that, oh well, that Mattel never came out with a doll, or if they did, well, I never saw it. The first doll that anyone truly got to see was the Hallmark doll, which is way bigger than this one. And I don't know if I'll ever get that one. Now, alright, so a lot of folks out there, want to think about me being a weather worker, not a cast kid, a weather worker. And yes, I do handle weather in the behalf of God Almighty and Jesus the Son too. Now someone will say, oh, well, Stormy, they'll say, does that mean you oversee bad weather? Well, I oversee weather, right? And that could be good or bad weather. Like I stomp down on a cloud and it makes rain. And then I got my horse called, called Storm Dancer. I kid you not, that's the name of my horse. But he's never skipped or stepped it, though. And I've been a weather worker for God, but it's God that truly does the weather. He just works with me and through me to do it, so it's him who gets the thanks. And I've been doing this for at least a long time, 40 or 41 years, and maybe even longer than that. And the first time that anyone ever meets me was in Rainbow Bright and the Star Stealer. When I guess it was about the end of the free diff month, or getting into the middle half of the free diff month, when it starts to shift over from being winter over to spring. And there is a big weather shift. And even though it might shift over, it still takes some time for the Earth and the Sun to get more near to each other for you to see the unlikenesses, though. Now, I wanted to stretch out the winter a little longer, but God had to make the call that winter was over for that year. And me and Rainbow Bright had a run, and she beat me. Only Rainbow Bright couldn't make, only something went wrong, and she couldn't shift winter over to spring. Now, in Rainbow Bright's world, God has the sun hit off of a world known as Spectra. Now, don't ask me how this works, because I don't know. And I know it goes against the wisdom of how God truly makes the world work. They're like, in true life, God just makes the sun give light to all the worlds. And the worlds that happen to be more near to the sun are the ones that are more warmer and get more light. And the worlds that are more far away to the sun get less light and no warmth at all. And all of the worlds go around the sun. Now, that's most likely true in Rainbow Bright's world, but the sunlight has to go off one world somewhere known as Spectra. Now, this world, it was being covered up by the Dark Aldeling because she couldn't have it, so she didn't want anybody else to have it. Now, to make a long saga short, I didn't go to Spectra to help Rainbow Bright or Starlight. That was their saga. But anyway, that was when I first showed up in that film. By the first following of the drawing show in 9 between 86 YL, I was there. Sometimes just saying one thing, sometimes just standing there. Now there's only one saga in the whole thing that had where I played a bigger work in it. It was called the horse of an unliked cast. It was about a wild horse that lived in Rainbow Land and no one knew about, and no one ever was bold enough to befriend. And Merkwell Dismal and had come up with some goal to kidnap whatever horses happened to be in the horse run, because we had a fun fair, and then before that we had a horse run, and he ended up taking Onyx and Starlight when he showed his gloom horse everywhere, and then he made them run this kindle to put gloom over everything. But luckily, Rainbow Bright and I stopped that from happening. Now, this other horse also let Rainbow Bright ride on her to help Starlight, but Starlight did not take to this horse right away. He was upset, believing that Rainbow Bright had chosen her over him. But after he had stopped Merkwell Dismal and Lurky from taking over Rainbow Land, the other horse ended up befriending him, and he learned that she also helped in the help to free him. And that was the only one, because I was on my horse, and I had a storm cloud. It didn't stop Merkwell Dismal. Should have, it did not. And I also let Rainbow Bright be on my horse, Storm Dance or Thornstepper. We went to get Starlight back and Onyx back too. So that was the only one that I was in that I did more than just stand there or say some things. You know. Now, a lot of folks out there might give me a bad name and scathe me for every bad storm that ever happened, like snowstorms or windstorms or sandstorms or twisters or gales. Or I don't really think fire or wildfires are a storm. They're more of a land catastrophe. And some things happen to fall and floods, and that's really a land catastrophe. You know? And some things like twisters and gales happen to fall into being both. And sometimes I feel I don't get any on-look for being a weather worker. A lot of folks are never truly happy with how the weather is, you know. So, but you know, you can't make everyone happy. And it's not truly me who, the thanks should go to. The truth is, it is God Almighty who has the run and lead over the weather. And He only works with me and through me to do it, so it's Him who gets the thanks. Alright, that's enough of me. Give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.